Hey guys, I just got back. I went to see Chapie in theaters. This movie was definitely very interesting. It's if you don't know about it, it's about the this robot who can kind of think and act, artificial intelligence type story. Um, so you might think when you originally kind of think you think oh it's like Terminator or stuff like that, but it's kind of different. It's from the robot's perspective a little bit, the robot and the creator's perspective. Um, I'm trying not to spoil too much of it, but it definitely is. Well, it definitely is very. It makes you think type thing a little bit, and I knew about that going in. I mean, you see the trailers, and you know it's going to be one of those. Should we or shouldn't we create artificial intelligence? And having both sides of the coin, and kind of you decide. If it's a good idea, if it's a bad idea. Um, but if you've watched the movie, you know spoilers a little bit. You know that pretty much at the end of it, it does leave you with the should we or shouldn't we? You decide if we should create them, if we should create artificial intelligence, and you decide if we shouldn't. It's up to you to have to make that decision. They don't really kind of tell you what way to do. I mean, they do make you feel for the robot and stuff like that. But it's definitely if you look at the story, if he starts off, he wants to create this, he's creating this, in his room, in his basement, his apartment, on his own time, and then he's not told not to create artificial intelligence because they're doing just fine without artificial intelligence, and then it kind of goes on from there. When he creates it, and not that it takes over and does anything. It's just it gives you the very, trying to give you from the perspective of the creator of the artificial intelligence and the robot's point of view, which is definitely very interesting. I mean, at times there was times where I found this movie was it was some parts were very dragging on and kind of slow. But it was definitely realistic, I guess, more. I think I was just being just used to movies, getting right to the point and going fast these days. So, maybe it was okay, a little bit more realistic. If maybe it would have been, maybe I would have preferred it to be a little bit more rushed. But I guess it's just more realistic to have the way it went. It definitely is affected. I feel like this movie is affected by all of the Terminators, the all those movies like that where artificial. Where there's pretty much saying artificial technology, artificial learning, artificial intelligence is bad. Like Terminator, they're straight out saying artificial intelligence is bad. There's that movie with Johnny Depp there that came out a while back. Where he's trying to make artificial intelligence, and then he gets killed, and gets turned into an artificial intelligence, and then everything goes wrong from there, saying that artificial intelligence is bad, it's bad. And all those movies like that, they're always saying that artificial intelligence is bad, it's bad. So I definitely feel like since most of the movies when it comes to robots stuff like that, it's always them taking over. It's always that. When this is kind of one of the first few movies where we've had where it's not, them taking over too much, but there is that sense of, going too far. I mean, there is that sense of where's the edge, where's the stuff, and it was kind of playing with it a little bit at some point, but it was definitely there were some key things I'd like to see finished off, that didn't answer. There was one point, I'm going to spoiler alert here if you haven't seen it, where I think Chappie beats the crap out of Hugh Jackman, but and you don't get he doesn't kill him. You don't see him straight out kill him. You see him still breathing at the end of it, but we don't know if he dies of internal bleeding or whatever later on. So that would be nice. It'd be interesting to see if that comes out. We'll see what happens. Like if they had told us whether or not he lived or not, and if he Chappie, how if we had found out, oh, he let him live on purpose. I mean, obviously we know he let him live. He didn't, rip his body apart where he could have. But uh, I think the line there between It was very good, very well done. Left It was left out of the movie going. I don't know if it, how to rate this movie. I guess I'm going to rate it. I'm going to give it about a 7 because it did to play with it, but it was not. It was not. There was not enough action. I maybe would like to see it going a little bit faster the pace. But then again, I think it was very. Going a bit faster could have been would have been a little bit less realistic. Um, but I don't know, guys. This is very. I feel like it's very affected by all those movies with artificial intelligence. So I think it depends on how your perspective on artificial intelligence. If you don't like artificial intelligence and you're strongly against it, then I think maybe you may not be. You may not like this movie or something like that. Then again, you might like it. I don't know. It's very different because you definitely see how the creator, anyone who's going to create artificial intelligence, they're going to be working for a long time. They're going to put all their life's work into it. They're going to put their blood, sweat, and tears in it, and they're not going to hold back. They're going to push it and push it and push it, which we kind of see a little bit here. It's just very interesting, very different kind of perspective on the whole artificial intelligence, which is kind of interesting. It's definitely one of those movies that it's not a. I wouldn't say it's a must see. Very good movie, very good story or anything like that. I mean, it kind of is interesting. It's kind of just I just want to see everyone's different perspective coming out of this movie about artificial intelligence and stuff like that. So I think it's very pretty much up for your opinion. Should you see it? Is it worth seeing it? If it interests you, the idea, the dilemma of artificial intelligence, yes, it's there. Is it one of those big, those big stories with like a moral dilemma? Should we or shouldn't we? It is big, but it's not as big as you would expect. But then again, maybe my expectations were probably just way too big for this movie. But I would like to have seen a little bit more action scenes. Like the end action scenes were pretty good. A little bit more would have been nice to have, but that's just me. So if you've seen this movie, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think about artificial intelligence. Should we or should we not create artificial intelligence, guys? And where's the point that goes too far with robots? For me, I think it would probably be the point where they probably start upgrading on their own. Once the robots, right now, robots, in factories, are just doing the same thing over and over again. Their circle. As long as they can't add to that pattern, add to that circle, like creating their own code and improving themselves. I think that's where the danger, the part that scares me for that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.